Do you grow rocks around here? What the heck? You have more rocks and
fling that stuff and leave it.
Yep, there you go. So tomorrow we're gonna do a video where we just brutally destroy one of my Hustler lawnmowers. That means today we've got to get stuff lined up to do that. And it looks like we got company coming. I don't think he wanted me to move very fast. Yep. I think I could reuse them. Hey, Alex. Hey, I think I need them timbers.
Oh, do you actually?
I think so.
I was just about to load them on the dump truck and get rid of them.
Let's just hold on to them because I need to rebuild my steps up north. And they got them old timbers, right? I think I'm going to take both Hustlers. I think I'll take this one. And then I'll take that other one, and I gotta go see.
Are we gonna have them for mowing next week, or?
Yeah, I'm just need them tomorrow. The blade's been sharpened at all on them?
Not yet.
Do you have any idea how they are?
Probably pretty sharp.
Okay.
They don't use them that much. I mean, when I did like 60, 70 counts a week, I sharpened the blades once a week. And I mean, 60, 70 counts is like a month and a half for as much as we mow, you know, so.
Okay. Hey Landon, how you doing, buddy?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, because that's the fattest mower and it's got the most weight behind this front, or the back set of
I
tires.
just know we wanted to strap it down.
Oh, yeah, no worries.
Are these good still? I mean, I think they are.
These are perfectly fine. So we'll see how these hold up. We're gonna go brutally test these at Zach's house. Can you bring this out? Can you bring that out? I really want to get this log moved. I want to get my yard back and all this crap. And I'm like, Zach, what do you got there now? Because he's on a farm. He's like, well, I got all I got is a Massey Ferguson track excavator. And I'm like, wait, you got that? All right, so let's paint actually a little more thorough picture. For about 6-7 months, Zach has been asking me to bring a piece of equipment out to his house to help him skin out a giant log that's buried in his woods. Well, finally I asked Zach, well, do you have any equipment there? And I found out that he's got a Massey Ferguson track excavator on the farm. It's about 60 some years old, but that's all we need. The thing is though, we can't get to it, we can't see it. So what we're doing today is we're gonna load up the Hustler equipment and we're gonna go out to his house and we're gonna mow our way back to his back woods where this log is buried. But I didn't realize that we're gonna be mowing over rocks and sticks. And I mean, a lot of rocks. It's gonna be really tough on these Hustler mowers. We're not gonna show you all the rocks we hit because every time I watch it, it sends a chill up my spine and makes me cringe a little bit. But we'll show you a few of the bad boys that we clunk into, and then make sure you guys stick around for part 2, because that's when we fire up that old girl and we put her to work and see if a 60-some-year-old farm track excavator can handle a pretty massive log. Actually, let me show you something here. This log right here reminds me a lot of it. Not the prickle bushes. This log right here. And this log was about as much as my my Cabelco excavator could handle. In fact, it made me tip when I was carrying it. His log, I don't know if it's gonna, that's not a bad sized log, right? This is not quite that big. But the machine we're going to be using is nowhere near as big as the one I used to move that one into place. I actually like that brake. Let's grab onto the tire and stop.
Yeah, I think that's the best.
I remember at one point you didn't like that brake. You're like, you like that? And I'm like,
oh, I like
hell yeah.
I like the manual brake, but it's backwards.
Oh.
How it flips up, and you know, a lot of them, you flip it up to lock it in, and then you flip it down.
Down to go?
Oh, exactly.
Yeah.
That one, you flip it up to go.
It's bass backwards.
Yep.
It's almost like it's meant for a bunch of Polish Indians. Because that's what I am. I'm half Polish and half Indian.
I wasn't fond of these at first, but they're starting to grow on me.
What's that?
These Hustlers. But these ones, it barely blows it up over there, you know? And then even when it's shooting the grass out, all the other mowers fling that stuff, and these ones just keep it, you know, almost bunches together right there. And I think it's because of how big this opening is right here. You know, that's a pretty small opening right there. And same with this one here, it's got this little chute on there. I don't know if that's for like the bagger. But
Well, is that, well, let's see. This one actually, I think, has the baffle system in it.
And that's the baffle right there?
Yep. This one has the baffle system in it. So that's, I believe that's a removable system. But on the flip side of the coin, are you not throwing the grass as far into the beds? And I mean, it's not flipping it out? It's just when you're trying to blow it off the streets that you're not happy with it?
And it just kind of, the grass is really long. It doesn't, the other mowers shoot it out so you're not getting like grass clumps while you're mowing, you know. These ones doesn't shoot it out far enough, so it kind of bunches up, and then you got these lines of long clippings left behind.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah, but other than that, they're nice machines.
Good to know.
This 36 is especially nice, getting between all the houses and everything. It's so perfect. This thing fits through all of there was a few that we used to have to weed whip the entire alleyway almost between the houses because no mowers were narrow enough to make it through there. But this one right here is just perfect.
Seen that one. I didn't know about this one. I'm not a big sit-down fan. I'm not a big zero-turn fan. I like stand-downs personally.
Love the sit-downs.
But this mower is so smooth.
Yeah, it
Are
is.
you finding that it's really smooth?
Yeah, it is.
It's like one of those things where you get on it and everything about the machine just feels well built.
Yeah.
I mean, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, that's what I get. That's the feeling I get out of these things.
Yeah.
Good to know. Well, I'll find out more tomorrow. I'll see how I can handle some really nasty conditions.
Yeah, keep the crap out of it.
All right, gentlemen, I'll see you guys later. Look at that load. Look at how heavy that truck is to that side, too. So here's my 2 cents on this situation. The actual truck driver is responsible if anything happens. Even though he may not have loaded that truck, he accepted that load going down the road. It's okay to question, it's okay to double check, it's okay to make sure that you guys are safe before you're heading down the road. Good job pulling him over on the road right there. We made it to Zach's house. Zach, you want to show us the sign you have to welcome your guests? All right, so we're out here because Zach's property's gotten overtaken in some areas. He's got 5 kids, and we want to reclaim some of that territory for them, right?
Yeah.
We want to get a tire swing up underneath. You got a giant tree in the back.
Yeah, giant.
Some of the yard's been taken over, and you want to try to reclaim some of that, right?
Yep.
Okay. Because see this yellow stuff?
Yep.
This is no, this is the stuff that I'm most allergic to in life. Not in this video, but in a different video, we're gonna fire up your old Massey Ferguson from 1967.
Yeah.
And it looks like it's from there.
It pretty well is.
Yep. And we're going to move a massive log. I mean, just a giant trunk of a tree with a little tiny piece of equipment. It's gonna be an interesting day. one do you want, Zach?
I'll get the stand on.
Okay, well, let me show you how this one works. So we've got a deck height adjustment right here, and it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're cutting at 3.5. That's probably just about right, especially as dry as it's been lately. We don't want to cut too short. It runs a Kawasaki FX 600. You're only cutting with a 36-inch deck. Yep, there you go. Even though it's a manual brake, we still have an electronic sensor on it. All right, let's go catch up with them. Okay, so this is the VX4 60-inch Hustler. Now this is a Hyperdrive. The Hustler mowers, they use this Hyperdrive system. What they did was they designed this system for their biggest, toughest mower, and then they use it for everything. They saw
Yeah, that 100, it was at that 108 deck. Is that the biggest?
Yep, same system, and it's just so buttery smooth. It runs a Kawasaki FX 1000. This is an EFI, no choke, nothing to work with here. So you got your fuel gauge, PTO, you've got everything that you need cooking right here. Here's your deck height adjustment.
I think that is an air ride, because you usually have to have a dial on that. You dial it to what your weight is, and then it'll.
That's what it is. Okay, couple things to note: dual fuel tanks, and this is to give you better side slope stability, a little bit better balance, and then it's got this cooling tower as well.
That's why I said if you want to get a rock bucket.
You got the rocks, man. You weren't joking. I don't even know what kind of tree this is. Amazing looking tree. It's got some weird berries on it. I don't know. Let's take a look at these leaves. Maybe somebody can tell me what kind of tree that is.
I ain't got a clue.
It's a good tree to hang a tire swing from. That's what I figured. We're gonna set this up, and we're just gonna cut her a little bit tighter, Zach. So if you want to keep going through and picking up sticks or rocks or ruts or whatever, and then what I'll do is I'll start going through and cleaning everything else up with the mower. And we'll get this whipped out for you really, really fast. I don't even want to look at the blades, but I do. You do. You know they're going to be shot. Yep. Boy, those rocks don't take much to wreck a good blade, does it? All right, we're going to jump from the 60 to 36. Jump, get it, jump. She's also running a Kawasaki. It's got a single fuel tank on the side. This really is not meant for side slope stability. Here's your parking brake. I kind of like these parking brakes. Some guys don't. I do. Pretty straightforward design. This is going to be a good test for the 36 inch. And what we want to do is we want to cut a trail all the way back here as well. Now this isn't necessarily to regain yard space, but this is to gain access to a giant log that we want to get moved out, and you want to process for firewood this winter, right?
Yeah.
So this is what we're going to try to get before the end of this day is over. We're going to try to grab this with your Massey Ferguson, and it's got a he's got a crawler excavator on the other video, and we're going to try to grab this or drag it or push it or shove it or talk to it nicely and buy it dinner or do whatever we got to do to get it to go over by his wood burner. All right, well, let's get to cutting. So that'll be the next video, you guys. We're gonna fire up his old Traxcavator, and we're gonna see if we can't yank that log out and get her ready to go. But I think we've got everything cleared pretty well. Neither one of these machines had any issues with the tall grass whatsoever.
No.
Zero.
Mine did, but
zero bogging. I mean, I didn't even hear it bog once. Did you?
no, I
So that's that for this one, you guys. But if you want to see the remainder of this, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Hope you guys enjoyed this process. I suppose some of these guys might want to see the lawnmower blades on this 36. Oh, look at these blades. Oh, pristine. Oh, fudging. Fudging. She held up good, cut good, everything went good. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And that's it for this one. God bless you guys. Go get them. And we will see you on the other one. Let's go fire up that tractor of yours, Zach.